I really, really love the Hades soundtrack. Hey, everybody. Hey, Pyro. Oh my gosh, in this version, I don't have that on screen. Huh. You know, I never planned for that, actually. Huh. Shoot. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold. Please hold. Cool, there we go. Hi, everyone! Okay, I'm gonna pause God of the Dead because it is a really great song, but it's also, like, really exciting. And that's a bit much for me right now. I think I'm gonna go more house music. The song's called Soothe. That's nice. Oh, thank you, Pyro. Yeah, honestly, if you don't get anything done with it, I totally accept it. So that was the Corrupting Cry build, which is purely Corrupting Cry and absolutely nothing else. So it's not just physical damage, it is, can you do damage and kill things just with War Cries and absolutely nothing else. So, it kind of flopped. I kind of lost an idea what to do with it, and yeah. But that's not important right now, because today, we are going to go over a few things. And we are going to work on a new build, actually. We're going to be preparing for the new league. So, first thing I want to do, before we do anything else, is I want to do a quick recap of all the Settlers of Kalgur stuff. Oh. Hold. There we go. Okay, so I want to do a quick recap of what we know of Settlers of Kalgur so far. Mainly just the teasers that are out. This is just for if you want a quick explanation without actually reading into them too all that deeply. So, I'll jump right into it. First things first, reservation skills like heralds and auras now persist through death, so you do not have to turn them back on every single fucking time. Really nice. I cannot wait for that. Harvest. There is a quality of life expansion where instead of when you click the button to pick a particular garden, it just picking that garden, and then you have to click another button. Basically just opens the garden immediately and everything spawns. Not a big deal, but it is one less button press. Another that I'm really excited for, because I have forgotten to click waypoints many times, is proximity waypoints. You just need to be nearby waypoints now. You don't need to click them to activate them. So if you teleport to someone at a waypoint that you don't have, you will immediately get it. You might need to move first, I don't know. We'll see how that works. Next, the quality effect on things is going to be different. So, the quality will be multiplicative on armor and weapons. So, you'll be getting a lot more damage out of adding quality to your weapons, and a lot more defenses out of adding quality to your armor. As for Cartographer's Chisels, which will also be included in that, they will scale based on the item level of the item that you have, not on the rarity. So what that means is that if you put a chisel on a white map, it gives you 20% quality no matter what the rarity is. Makes it much cheaper. Yellow maps, you need 4 chisels, I believe, and red maps, I believe, you either need 10 or 20 chisels. I think you need 10 chisels for the red maps, and then 20 for the unique maps. a nice little way to make that sort of stuff a bit simpler and easier in the early leveling process. There was another note, just that Settlers of Kalgur won't have any Atlas passives. That's less important. Act bosses and Pinnacle bosses are now going to have static life bars, so if you are a minion build, or you're a totem build, or just any build that doesn't hover your mouse specifically over the boss, this will be nice, because then you'll be able to actually keep track of what its life is at. Next, and the most important thing of all the changes, is that the pickup range for items has been increased, which means that you will be able to click on an item and reach it faster than before. So you don't have to be standing directly on top of the item. If you want to pick up a sword, it does not need to be up your ass. You can actually reach for it like you have arms. It's amazing. If you've ever played it on console, it's the exact same function. It's the same range. And that's going to be a big deal for when the game decides that your sword is embedded in a wall next to you, and when really it's on the other side of the wall. We'll be getting new amulet anoints with a new oil, which will be making Blight more valuable. So if you like doing Blight content, Blight will be now more incentivized this league, and people will be wanting to try the new anointments because some of them look kind of interesting. I won't go over those right here because this is just a quick update. Next thing, we will be getting a 6th map device slot. That means that by completing tier 17 maps, or a 10, even 10-way invitation, we will get the 5th and 6th slots, which will allow us to have even more scarab juicing. Yay! Maybe we can use scarabs faster. Next, bandits. So, bandit system hasn't changed for a very fucking long time. Bandits are in Act 2. They are the thing where you get to choose whether you want to have one of 3 buffs, and then when you decide on it, you decide to ignore all of them, kill all the bandits, and take the 2 skill points, because there's absolutely no reason to take any of the buffs with the skill points. Now, you get 1 skill point if you decide to kill all of them, and the other skill point that you would have gotten is given in a different quest. So you still get 1 of the skill points, even if you decide to pick a particular bandit. You're just giving up 1 skill point. And the benefits of actually having the bandit rewards in specific, like actually picking a bandit, is a lot different now. For example, Lyra will be giving you plus 15% to all elemental resistances. Kraton will be giving you a base, or not a base, but like a 8% increased movement speed, just flat. And Oak will be giving you a plus 40 to max life, which is pretty notable, honestly, since we spend a point on getting the plus 50 mastery for life usually, so plus 40, not that bad. I mean, some of these definitely are worth it. If you're scaling your build based on life, it would be worth it probably to just take Oak. If you're specifically need specific resistances for some reason, you could go Lyra. I don't know. I don't really know how that stuff works, but there's a lot more options now. It's a lot more balanced. I like that. Next, Simulacrum. There now is 15 waves instead of 30 waves to the Simulacrum. They have just straight up cut off the first 15 waves and added all the rewards to the last 15. Because usually by the time that you actually attempt the Simulacrum, the first 15 are basically a joke. So they just basically condensed what you already liked doing and just got rid of any, like, extra time you would have to spend for very little reward. Next is the Atlas Divination card hovers. Basically what this is you open your Atlas tree, or not your Atlas tree, you open your actual Atlas, and when you open your Atlas, if you hover over a particular map, you will be able to see which divination cards drop in that map primarily. Things that are specific to that map. So if you want to farm something in particular, for solo self-found or just for money and trade, you can do it now much easier rather than having to look up on the wiki. It's always nice to have more information more accessible, and also they will be able to set those divination card hovers a lot quicker than the wiki will update itself. We also won't have to worry about the wiki being outdated in general for that. And finally, there is one last update which came out, 7 minutes ago of the time of this recording. Baldo's puzzle boxes are now going to be more common and less valuable per box, but more common. Which is just generally good because the Baldo's puzzle boxes they're interesting puzzle maps, and I do like the ability to do a bit more of them because I have been paying like 1 or 2 divine per box or per Valdo's map near the end of the league here, and it would be nice to have them a bit cheaper so we could try more of them. So that's exciting. And that concludes all the current teasers we have for Settlers of Kalgur as of July 16th. It'll be the all the stuff between July 5th and July 16th, so 11 days. We've also seen that some gem balance changes have been made, some auras have been nerfed. I have not actually looked into that in particular, but we will look into that more in specific when we do our changelog stream. Okay, thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for that. I'll see you in the next video. Which is just me adding that for YouTube, because I'm going to make that into a YouTube video, because I want people to actually know what the other stuff was. So, for this video, yes, like, comment, and subscribe, that's great, cool, that's awesome, and I appreciate it. However, we are going to look at something different. We're gonna be designing a Volcanic Fissure build. Yay! I've had this in my brain for a little while, and now I am going to be fucking around with it a bit more actively. I know my mod Pyro has already seen a bit of what's going on with the build, or at least the last version. But I basically dumped everything I was doing, and I have restarted because I had a new idea. And this version seems to be doing better, thankfully. So, oh my gosh, I'm trying to get through those teasers quickly to make them rapid fire, and I'm actually finding myself out of breath. So, this is a Volcanic Fissure of Snaking build. The Volcanic Fissure of Snaking, well, generally the Volcanic Fissures they create a little explosion at the place that you're at and shoot out little balls of fire, and they go to another place and then make a little explosion and shoot out little balls of fire. Now, with the Volcanic Fissure of Snaking, this goes to a new location and chases down creatures 3 extra times, so I think about 5 times. It does not release magma balls like the original one does, so this is a purely AoE skill. There's no projectiles in it. Oops. Oh, so I don't punch my mic. Yes, there's no projectiles in it, so we will see how this goes. I've had some issues with it. I've been trying to make one thing or another work, and honestly, I've just been kind of struggling. But I had some ideas, specifically. Since, as we just talked about, they are going to be changing how... They're going to be changing how quality works on items, specifically on weapons. I want to work with that. So what I have selected here is an Apex Cleaver. So the Apex Cleaver has a very specific benefit, and that is that you can raise... Wait. You can raise the quality of it up to 40, I think. Wait, did I read that wrong initially? Hold on. I don't want to say this the wrong way and give the wrong impression. X. Oh. Go into X. Apex Cleaver. Okay, so Apex Cleaver is plus 40 to maximum quality. So basically this can go up to 60 quality. We're gonna fix that. I got this wrong. Fix that. We're gonna fix that. There. Oh, and that just jumped the damage a bit. So, they said that you're going to be getting basically 1% more physical damage per a percent quality. So, since I picked the plus 40 to max quality thing, that means that it'll be able to go up to 60%. Since it'll be able to go up to 60%, that means it'll be 60% more physical damage from attacks. Basically, with the weapon. I don't actually know how to make it local damage, per se, but that is kind of the idea, is that it's local damage. That implicit that I've added is just like a simulation implicit, just so we can kind of get a concept of what it will look like when Settlers of Kalgur actually launches. When the full patch notes come out and Path of Building updates itself, we will be able to do the proper simulation. But for now, this is kind of just the base idea here. So, I just created a basic kind of Apex Cleaver here with physical damage, added fire damage, increased attack speed, and a elemental resistance pen on weapons. Benchcraft. It is... Honestly, it seems to be looking pretty good as an option for us. Originally, I had some other stuff going on with a very specific shield and mace combination, but I have dumped that, and now we're just going to see how things go otherwise. So we are currently running Abyssus, just because it gives a bunch of extra crit multi. The Fourth Vow, because it makes it so that armor applies to chaos damage from hits as well, which gives us an extra 10,000 chaos max hit, which is really, really nice. But it also just gives armor in general. We are using armor gloves for intimidate and fire exposure. We have an All's Uprising here that will either remove reservation for anger, determination, or purity of elements, because we use all three of them. So just whatever happens to be the most convenient one to pick, we'll pick. We have Feller of Foes as its anointment, which is just basic two-hand damage. Then we have two Opal Rings, which just give us life, elemental damage, and elemental damage with attacks, and resistances. Same thing with the belt. We have a Forbidden Flesh and Flame going on here with Undeniable. That gives us a bonus from the Juggernaut Ascendancy, which is you gain attack speed per accuracy rating. You gain accuracy rating equal to twice your strength and just flat accuracy rating. It is one of the better picks for us, I think. Oh... I don't know if there is, like, anything else here that would be a better idea to pick up, because, like, that's 140,000. That is 200,000, but you take 10% increased damage, and you have to find the accuracy somewhere else. That's Rage Effects, Warcry, Savagery, Blitz, yeah. I mean, you could pick Blitz for, just having more attack speed, but no, I'm fine with Undeniable. This might be kind of expensive, we'll see, but for now, we are picking that on Chieftain. So I have it set up that we have Toa for Strength for the Ascendancy. That means that whenever we use Volcanic Fissure, it will trigger a extra slam skill from Mirage Chieftain, and then it will dissipate. So basically, it's a Mirage Archer that attacks once and is gone. We also have Tukohama War's Herald, which is going to support our body armor with level 20 Fist of War support. And that will basically just give us a extra point that we otherwise were going to have to put, or just an extra gem slot that we otherwise were going to have to take up with Fist of War. Because Fist of War just gives like an extra slam, basically. Like an extra big, like, damaging slam every once in a while. We have Namahu Flame's Advance here, which just adds a bit of extra damage in areas around rare and otherwise non-unique jewels, as well as extra damage or extra strength. Doesn't really matter as much now because we've moved that over, so this is kind of like a variable ascendancy point. And then we have our explosion, just things that you kill have a 5% chance to explode, dealing 500% of their max life as fire damage, so 5% chance to explode for a lot of damage. We could also take, we could swap out Namahu Flame's Advance for Salo, and then we could have a bit easier resistances in some places, and no Ignite, or we could swap it over here, and we could have our totems kind of protect us even more, though we don't really need that necessarily. I've been kind of just not sure what to do about that, because totems taunt. Well, we already taunt, so that's not that useful. Totems regenerate life per second, per 4 life regeneration. Let's try it again. Totems regenerate 1 life per second, per 4 of your life recovery per second from regeneration, so they regenerate themselves, and they take 25% of damage taken... Wait. Recoup 25% of damage taken by your totems as life. Holy shit. Okay, so if you dump your totems in a spot where they're taking a lot of damage, you can actually use it to, like, force a bunch of extra life regen for yourself. So I was thinking of adding either just like an offensive totem or adding a regeneration totem to the build, basically. That's kind of the idea. So we'll see about that. Actually, that probably would be a much better thing to just pick up in general. Because... where do we have a spot? We have kind of a weird situation going on here, because I've moved some stuff around. Okay, we no longer have a shield. Okay. So we just here we have an automatic Vol Molten Shell, or automatic Molten Shell, and then we have access to Vol Molten Shell. We have an automatic Mark for Assassin's Mark, just to do extra damage, and have a little bit extra regen. We have our auras, so we have Determination, Precision, and Purity of Elements here. Purity of Elements is to just make it easier to have elemental resistances, and more importantly, to have complete immunity to Chill, Freeze, Shock, Ignite, Scorch, Brittle, whatever the hell the lightning went, Sap. Just like any of the elemental elements. So, that will actually help us a lot. Precision for damage, Determination for armor. And then we have over here under low reservation auras, we just have Anger sitting down here because Anger is the one that we have no reservation for because of the Bull's Uprising. Whichever one of the three, either Anger, Purity of Elements, or Determination that we have set up with the amulet will be down here in the glove slot, and the other two that we actually have the reservation for will be up here with the Enlighten. We have our Volcanic Fissure here, as you would expect. Elemental damage with attacks, Fire Pen, Ruthless, Immolate, Combustion. Basically, exactly what you would expect. Ooh, we might actually be able to add a few more things to it. Let's see. This is 2 slots open still, and the auto has one other slot open here. So, we have a few things that we can put in different places. Hi, Ron! I've been thinking, because we need some sort of actual travel skill, and we don't have that yet. So I'm thinking maybe down here we can add Leap Slam for travel, and then faster attacks, just because Leap Slam. Leap Slam is a very, very fast skill, and I love that a bit. So, Moving it down to level 1 does mean that you aren't going to stun things. But I like to leave Leap Slam at level 1 usually, just because that means it takes less mana. Because we don't really have a lot of mana in general. Hopefully we are going to put Mana Leech into the build, and that will kind of solve it, but for now, we just need a fast, cheap scale. Okay, so we need to add a totem to this. Probably Ancestral Warchief, seeing as Protector 70. And Ancestral Warchief is 80. Generally, Warchief is better to have if you can anyways, just because it's nice when you can just turn on the Vol Ancestral Warchief for just an extra 60,000 damage. Or just an extra chunk of damage, more or less. Yeah, because that is... how much? If you're usually using this, that's 14%. You add Vol Ancestral Warchief, so you add about another 8% more damage on when you activate this, so it's good to have. How much does it actually cost, mana-wise? There it is, at the top. It's 10 mana. Okay. That's actually not that much. Let's see. So it'll be 30 life. Which probably means that we could put somewhere else instead, because I also want to fit Berserk into this build, too. Not really sure where to put that, though. Do I need increased duration on Infernal Cry? I don't know if I do. Let's see. Duration of 12 seconds. School cooldown? Skill cooldown of 6 seconds. I don't need the duration to be double. Cooldown. Okay, 8-second duration, 6-second cooldown. Yeah, that's more than fine. Because also we're going to exhaust it anyways when we are activating it, because we are going to be using Infernal Cry. So every 6 attacks, we're going to want to have a new Warcry anyways to just exert more. So that we can do more Combust and more Covered in Ash and such. What if we could fit it up here somehow? I mean, we could fit Automation, Molten Strike, Mark on Hit, Assassin's Mark, and Call to Arms in Infernal Cry, but we can't have Life Tap then, which kind of would suck, because Life Tap is kind of fucking important for this, because otherwise some of these things are kind of expensive. Like, Warcry is going to be 85 life, or 40 mana, and that's, like, 42 mana is a bit much for me. It's usually about double for life. Yeah, Assassin's Mark is 198, so it's probably going to be about at least 90 mana to activate it. Actually, let's just check, naturally. Not 66 mana. I mean, that's not a lot, but also we don't have much mana to begin with, so I kind of like to funnel everything into life where possible. It's just safer that way. The other option is that we take away faster attacks and we put Leap Slam here, which means that Leap Slam do. I don't know what the difference is. One of these says that it's plus 0.55 seconds to attack time. Wouldn't that mean that it would be slower? 1 second. Let's try this. Thunder boots. So if what I'm thinking makes sense, then changing this to groundbreaking will mean that the attack rate will go up. Yes, okay, so groundbreaking is better for what we want. That will mean that you will be able to jump faster. So we won't actually need to have faster attack at that point. We'll already be plenty fast enough. So that leaves us 2 empty slots on the glove area. So yeah, so we still have something free. We could move War Chief down here, perhaps. The auras. Take it off there and add Berserk up here. Berserk. As you can see, Berserk adds a lot. It adds an extra 36% to my damage. So basically a third of my damage can come from Berserk, because Berserk is amazing. We have a pretty reasonable way of generating rage right now. We generate rage we generate 1 rage on hit per second, and as long as we're generating rage, we're not losing rage, unless we have Berserk going, and then we're losing. We might actually have to take some more, like, rage-related passives. I don't actually know what we have. I know we have Slaughter here, which gives extra rage. Right? And we have rage appear in certain areas. Yeah, under the Attack Master, you can make things intimidated. Over here, we have more max rage. Wait. Why is... Oh, Mirage. Right, because it doesn't... It doesn't deal with, It'll pick it up even if it's part of the word and not the full word. So, we have some +% max life there, some % plus max life right there. Lots of life, accuracy, armor. Let's see what else. We have some strength stacking going on with some free decks, because it's just useful to have some decks. Chance for endurance charges when you're hit. Fire pen. Fire damage converted, or fizz converted to fire, because there's only a 60% conversion on Volcanic Fissure. We have a chance on Onslaught, chance for Onslaught there, Golem's Blood, Dismembering, for extra crit multi, as well as a chance to maim. We have a bunch of aura stuff there, as well as more aura stuff up there. We have increased melee damage for each second you've been affected by a Warcry buff, up to a maximum of 60 seconds. If I set that up? Yes. So we will be affected by a Warcry buff at all times. It will have a 100% uptime, assuming I've not left anything up. Yeah, uptime 100%. That'll be 60% at all times. For duration, Warcries cannot exert travel skills because we don't want them to exert travel skills. Otherwise, I will be leap slamming around and using my combusts, which I don't want to. Now for the actual interesting thing. More life up there and some more elemental damage. I went through the different cluster duels we could have, and I eventually landed on damage with two-handed weapons. I tried the axe one, I tried the fire one, I tried the elemental one. I tried the just flat attack damage one. They all had their own benefits. But ultimately, after going through it, I found that a mixture of Feed the Fury, Martial Prowess, and Surefoot Striker are the 3 notables that we want from just anything in general. So that means that we will be having attack damage leech, which is good. A lot of extra accuracy, and a chance to deal double damage if you dealt a critical strike recently. And we will always have dealt a critical strike recently. That. Leeching. I have the rage set to 15. I don't know, we can have a maximum of 55 rage, but I also don't want to assume that we always have that, so I'm going to say we have half rage at any given time, just because we're going to go up and down with... We should have 1 endurance charge, specifically. On average, we will get hit enough that we will have an endurance charge from Exonerable here. So, that is an option that we have, just for endurance charges. I will add 1 power charge to the build, because our Assassin's Mark here has a 5% chance on hit of granting power charges, and will hit relatively often since we use an AoE skill that also seeks, as well as a 100% chance when we kill anything. So, we'll likely be able to maintain 1 in a boss fight, which is why I have 1 listed. And when we're mapping, we probably will be able to keep 3 up at all times. But I'm not going to focus on mapping. I focus on bossing in general. There is a chance that there is a better mark than this. Let's see. Oh, life tap's supposed to be on. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do mark and hit right there. Delete those. So we're going to add a mark now. So Assassin's Mark is 614. Poachers, no. 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 Okay. So the Assassins is the highest. That's more or less what I assumed to be the case, but I figured I might as well at least check. Ooh, actually, I just had a thought. Frenzy. Blood Rage, that's what I'm thinking of. Suddenly we need so much dex. Turn that down a little bit. So mainly you're scaling attack speed on here, so you can add Blood Rage to automation. And it will regularly be triggering that, which is good. How much actually is of a difference? Oh yeah, having high Blood Rage does not make a difference. Level 20 Blood Rage only gives 40,000. And having level 1 Blood Rage gives 20,000. So you only get an extra 20,000 DPS for having to have to deal with a bunch of extra dex being needed, which is not worth it. So this will cause a degen of life, a bit of degen, or just 4% of your life, 4% of your energy shield. It will give attack speed as well as attack physical damage, leeches life. We don't deal physical damage, we only deal fire damage generally, so that's not going to be incredibly useful, but the chance to gain a frenzy charge on kill is going to be useful. So we're going to have to fit that in somehow, somewhere. Because if we automate it, it would be kind of nice. I'm trying to think if it's worth... You see, the problem is if we have it on automation here, the cooldown is 1 second. That means that every 1 second, it's going to be reactivating Blood Rage, which isn't exactly needed, because Blood Rage lasts a base duration of 7 seconds. And our Blood Rage will be lasting about 7 seconds as well. which will just increase the life cost, really, by repeatedly activating it. So it might actually be better to fit it in somewhere else. The idea I actually had with Blood Rage specifically, that we would activate it, rather than doing elemental damage pen, we would... Oh, not add modifier. There's a crafting bench mod for... Where are you? Ah, here we are. So, this is increased attack speed and chance to trigger blood rage when you kill an enemy. So, that will make it so that blood rage will only be up sometimes, which is generally for the best, honestly. So usually it'll pop up a lot more while we are mapping than it will when we are just doing bosses. And the actual damage increase while we do bosses won't be very high anyways, so triggering blood rage won't really matter during boss fights. So this will mainly just keep it as a thing that only pops up during mapping. And as long as it only pops up during mapping, that means that we won't have to worry about the degen during boss fights. We have that. And I'm going to take the blood rage here, and I'm going to disable it, because it's only going to be active during actual mapping time. It will not be active during bossing time. So there is no point keeping it activated for when we are effectively simulating boss DPS, because that's what path of building really is meant for most of the time, is simulating bossing DPS. You can simulate mapping DPS too, but generally I measure everything via bossing DPS, and so do most other people. Because, like, if you want, like, this is me looking at pinnacle bosses specifically. If we want to look at just standard map bosses, do a little bit more damage against them. If we want to look at just, like, standard creatures in general, so, like, white, blue, and yellow mobs, 737. It's more, so... But we mark it at Guardian/Pinnacle bosses, because that's where we usually need the damage, is there. So. That is what we are going to have there. Oh, I'd love to have Tailwind, Adrenaline, Fortified's always nice. Onslaught activating would help us. Life Tap will usually be on. I'm trying to decide if I should list one Frenzy Charge or not. Because we're not really going to see it in most boss fights. For the most part, you don't have adds in boss fights. Or at least none of the challenging ones. Like, you don't see adds in Eater of World, Gearing Exarch, Shaper. Nope, you do see it occasionally in one stage in the Shaper fight, but that's not the time when you actually need anything, and it will wear off quickly after the Frenzy Charges. There is... see what else. You do see them in the Elder fight, but the Elder is usually not that challenging. You will technically see it in Uber Elder because of that, but it's not reliable. You won't see it with Cirrus. You won't see it... you will see it with Maven occasionally, actually. This is why I don't like on-kill effects, because I find that they're generally useless. But, I mean... eh. What's full life do? Nothing really. Okay. Anime is exposed to fire. And they are covered in ash. They should have Intimidate, I believe. Yeah, they do have Intimidate, because we have chances to Intimidate on hit. So every fourth hit will Intimidate, basically. Which is okay. I would prefer to make something a bit more reliable than a 25% chance, because that's not a lot, and it's also not a long time. But we hit things 3 times a second. So if we attack a boss for 1.3 seconds, we will intimidate it for 4 seconds. Then if we spend 3 seconds dodging and then attack it again, we will spend 1.3 seconds, and then we will have intimidate on it again, on average. It can be worse than that, it can be better than that, because that's just how law of averages work. We still don't have any boots, because originally I had Purity of Fire on this build, and we don't have Purity of Fire anymore, just because I was originally using Falco Storm's Embrace, where modifiers to max fire res also apply to max cold and lightning res. So having extra max res via purity, the purities, does not actually help me as much as before. So I just swapped my Purity of Fire over to a Purity of Elements, because then I don't need to take this entire line. I have all the resistances I really need, and I'm no longer affected by any elemental ailments, so I don't have to worry about chill, I don't have to worry about freeze, I don't have to worry about shock, I don't have to worry about ignite, I don't have to worry about burning, I don't have to worry about sapped, or brittle, or scorched, or any of that shit. Always nice, because it can be a bit of a pain sometimes. Mainly freeze. Freeze is the one that's the biggest issue, and then shock can be kind of scary. Suddenly you'll just die. And ignite, I don't know. Ignite can be complicated. Sometimes it can be really dangerous, sometimes not. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to... Damaging ailments. Damaging ailments. Damaging elemental elements. Hold on a second. I was hoping to look for a list of damaging ailments, because you get immunity to all elements of ailments, so you are immune to ignite. But this does actually bring up a question in my mind. Does Purity of Elements make you immune to Burning Ground? Because Burning Ground applies burning, and if you aren't immune to Burning Ground, then you aren't immune to burning. And if you are immune to burning, then you're immune to Burning Ground. So, open the wiki in my other screen here. I do screen things. Purity of Elements. It's probably on the Purity of Elements page. I'm sure 50 people have asked this question before. Immunity of all elemental ailments to the caster and their allies. That would suggest burning to me. But not necessarily. Okay, I'm gonna open up the ailment section. Because one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is that ignite and burn are 2 different things, because that makes sense, right? Doesn't. Let's see. Technically, I don't believe burning is a damaging ailment either. Because I'm looking at damaging lists of ailments right now, and it's not even listed. Which is questionable, actually. Because burning damages fire damage over time, and it blocks ignite, which is fire damage over time. But does it block fire damage over time, or does it block ignite specifically? Because those are different, technically. PoE, Purity of Elements. Burning immunity? Purity of elements not working. You're immune to ignite with purity of elements. In this clip, you're taking burning damage, which you are not immune to. Ignite is the ailment you're immune to. Burning damage can still affect you in some ways. That does make sense, because if you had purity of elements and you were no longer able to be burned, that would also mean that you wouldn't have to deal with... You would not have to deal with the damage from Righteous Fire, which would be bad. Or at least, like, game design-wise, that would be bad. Because you'd get the benefits of Righteous Fire and... Because technically that would kind of, like, break the entire mechanic. And Righteous Fire is basically focused on balancing the damage you're taking with the damage you're dealing. And also, Righteous Fire needs to be nerfed, or not nerfed. It needs to be buffed a bit. Like, the fire dot part of Righteous Fire. Hell, I'd love it if it, like, applied its own, like, Righteous Burning or something ailment. If like, something goes into the midst, then you don't have to be standing on top of something to kill it. It's like, oh, for the next 4 seconds, you're burning for the same amount of damage. Like, just have it linger. Just like Inquisitor has Consecrated Ground linger on you, just have it linger on creatures. I feel like that'd be nice, because I love Righteous Fire, I do, and it does have a place in a lot of parts of the game, but it's not really... You can't really go into red maps with it, and you can't really even do the basic map bosses with it. Like, you have to be able to do basic map bosses. Like, you don't have to be able to boss. You just need to be able to kill basic map bosses without it taking forever. Because a lot of things are gated behind killing those bosses. Like, for example, Atlas points. And benefits from Atlas points. And Kirak missions and all of that shit. So, kind of important. So we got to 700,000 DPS. That's a good start. 4,500 health. We're leeching 564 a second. That is ass. I mean, like, it's not terrible per se, but as far as leech builds go, that's pretty ass. We can do better than that. That is physical attack damage leech. That's not useful. There's hemophagia here. Adds a bit of life leech, but not a huge amount. Oh, that's also physical attack damage, that's why. Increased total maximum total life recovery per second. I know you can get that sort of thing somewhere. Yeah, that would add a chunk more. Increased total recovery per second. Okay, I don't really get how leech works sometimes. Sometimes it's a bit confusing to me. Maybe we should actually look at leech in gear. Actually, hold on a second. Before we look at that, here's another idea. If I unselect this, we suddenly are doing 40% physical damage and 60% fire damage. I kind of expected that we would get more leech from that, but we don't seem to. We're at 488. Oh, just because in general we're doing less damage. We do have physical leech from some places, don't we? Besides what we just looked at? Oh, that's just flat attack damage leech. Okay. We might have to put, like, picks a specific leech notable on the cluster. Because that might not be good enough. Okay, so we have Fuel the Fight, which gives Mana Leech good. Wait, do we have Fuel the Fight? Oh, we do. Why do I not see Mana Leech popping up here, then? Am I confused? Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong one, that's why. So we could actually add Mana Leech, and then all of our mana problems are solved. Oh my gosh. It would seem that my manager needs to have a word with me. 1 second, let me go find her some water. Okay, the pug has been watered. Back to it. So we have the crit hit cluster right now, not the Mana Leech cluster. We might need the Mana Leech cluster instead, though. Because 123 Mana Leech on hit is really good by comparison to our 10 mana return we have right now. The other option is we just have a life flask, or a mana flask, but this might allow us to not need a mana flask and therefore have another offensive flask. Good. Bring. Will give me more attack damage each. There's explosions. Okay. Mainly want leech. So leech is 57. Footed is 57,000. Feed the Fury 64. So we're not going to get rid of Feed the Fury. We will swap Footed Striker out for Fuel the Fire. Fuel the Fight. So we will lose 20,000 DPS. We'll lose about 2.8% of our damage, but we might not need any sort of mana regen anymore. So, see. Actually, thinking about it, so if we swap back over to our Volcanic Fissure here, it costs 44 mana to use each time. We would run out pretty quickly. I don't think that's a secret. We could add Inspiration, because Inspiration would decrease the mana cost from, what was it, 43? 44 to 33. Nice. It also adds more elemental damage and critical strike chance from Inspiration charges. The other option is we life tap. And then it is purely a life thing. But then it's eating 132 life every hit, or 400 life a second. Which is kind of a lot. So maybe we won't do that. What are our other here? I'm gonna do what I usually do, which is I grab a little bit of each. Grab one of each thing. Okay, so we have way too many jewels or gems here now. Let's see, what is the most important thing in this list? 26, 25, 25, 21, 20, 24, 28. The concentrate effect. 28.7. 28.5. So concentrate effect currently and increased critical strikes are the most valuable. Okay, 21 is the lowest, I think. We go. Nope, we have a 20% damage increase there. So with that, I'm going to remove Immolate, Combust, and increased critical damage. Okay. We have 26, 26, 25, 23, 28, 25, 25, 22. So 23 was what? Yeah, it's the inspiration. That doesn't surprise me. So we have 8, so we need to remove 2 more still. Okay, 26, 26, 25, 23, 27, 25, 5. 25.7, 25.1, and 25.2. The Ruthless is technically pretty good. So, or Multi-Strike is pretty good. Doesn't surprise me. Though Ruthless and Multi-Strike have a pretty good synergy because Multi-Strike makes you repeat the same attack twice more, so you attack 3 times. And Ruthless, you deal more damage on the 3rd hit. So, they kind of work well together because you're always using your Ruthless hit each time. So we can get rid of increased critical strikes. That seems to be less valuable. Still, the inspiration is the less valuable version, that's true. But I am trying to not remove it because I want to have less mana cost, ideally. Though that might just be something we'll have to figure out. We might just have to see where we can go from there. We're gonna see if we need that. Let's see, do any of these give notable damage increases for 21? Not really. Multi-Strike kinda does. But then again, later on I also will be looking at Awakened Multi-Strike and Awakened Elemental Damage with attacks and Awakened Fire Penetration. So we will have other Awakened gems to look at eventually, but for now we're looking at the base version of the build. Assuming Awakened stuff isn't involved. Because, I mean, if we want to go, like, particularly hard on it and, like, just jack up the cost of the build, all we need to do is add some extra gem levels here. Was there seriously only +3 gem levels? It's not even that much, realistically. Plus gem, that gives 40. And, like, flat damage also gives 40. But yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that, because, like, those are things we can add later and worry about them. Also, our defenses are going to be a little bit higher than what you're seeing. Actually, no, they won't be. Our defenses are going to be a little bit different than what you're seeing, because all of our gear pieces are going to go up in defenses, and some of our auras are going to go down. So, we have that to worry about eventually. we don't really have... I know we have some concrete information on what skills are going to be changing. I haven't actually looked at that yet, nor do I actually know where to find it. Where is the information on the aura stuff that's happening? That's PoE2, 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 I don't care. This will be easier if I just Google it myself. Okay, so I am going to just look at this really quickly. PoE 3.25 aura changes. So how much are we going to have to... What should I be doing? Because, like, I'm trying to see if I should reduce... If I should put in some simulated nerfs, basically. Because ideally I would like to, if there's going to be nerfs, because I want to kind of try to make it as realistic as possible. Let's see. Where... Okay. I keep seeing people saying, like, we know there's been a change. I'm not seeing any evidence of there being a change. I just keep seeing that people are saying that things are being changed. Has GGG actually said something about auras being changed? Or is this just an assumption that someone has made and people have repeated it? Because not really seeing concrete evidence yet. Oh, found something that might be relevant. Okay, so someone... Okay, so they have not announced... Okay, hold on. So I just found the information that we're looking for, Pyro. So what we're seeing here is someone has seen a teaser frame. And in the teaser frame, for a brief second, there was a mouse over of their determination skill that had different stats than before, and they have extrapolated what the changes are based on that. Now, if it has not been announced by GGG, you need to assume that what they're showing you in their test build isn't necessarily what's going to come out. So, yes, determination might still get nerfed. Maybe that is a thing that they're planning to do that they haven't announced yet. It's totally possible. But also, maybe it's something that they're trying, they're testing, and they find out, like, a week after that teaser was released that it's actually a dumb idea and revert it. Or even buff determination, for all we know. Like, we need to not... we need to focus a bit more on, like, official information. Hi, Ox. welcome to the stream. Yeah, you need a lot of determination to get through emotionally taxing games like that. I assume that's what you're saying. I've never actually played Undertale. I've watched a tiny bit of it, but there's not really anything in it that draws me as a person. Mainly because it tries to make a lot of changes to existing formats of how things like combat work. And that's great, and I absolutely encourage people to do that and make those changes and try new things. I'm not interested. I like how combat is right now. I like the same old still. So, until the same old becomes unpleasant, I'm going to stick with it. I'm not looking to change up how combat works. I like hit with sword, thing fall down. No, actually, I should, I'll amend that. I like hit with sword, thing explodes. That's what I like. Yeah, it's not complicated. I just want, like, cave woman, like... Me hit with stick. Whap. Okay. We do actually need new boots for this build, since this build continues to not have boots. And of course, oh, Dawnstrider. Me hit man with sticks, somehow men go boom. Basically. I mean, that is a very good explanation of what this build that I am making right here actually is. Because it's me hit with stick, I take an axe and I hit someone, and then it creates a fissure underneath them of like a volcanic eruption, and then it goes boom. Or I hit them after I've used my war cry, and they literally combust, which is what the skill is called, and they go boom. So, or I kill them, and there's a 5% chance that they go big boom. Hitman with a stick, me somehow gain the power of the gods. Like that. I think I was initially, like, a bit excited when we started the stream, and I didn't really take the time to ask how everyone's doing. How is everyone doing here today? I was, like, all excited to like, start things, so I'd, like, jumped into things immediately and into it. Man, I wish I had Vol Pact. Really would like that, because that would add, like, an extra 1,000 life. Like, maybe I should just, like... Anoint? No, I shouldn't anoint. It's not. Really hot and tired. There. Oh, the trick shows damage leech. Okay. I was wondering why that was highlighted. Well, we have some leech, I guess. Not a huge amount, but it's something. Buff some active ancestor totems linger. Maybe I actually should take a totem mastery. I could add ancestor buffs linger. I could also add that. Let me add some of the totem recently, because I probably will have, realistically. So that would be 50,000 DPS just from summoning a totem. And then we could do buffs from active ancestor totems linger. That's also an option. So, actually, before I look at that too much, I want to go back really quickly, because I've never actually used these boots. Dawnstrider, there we are. So that adds apparently 100,000 DPS, which is nice. Max life, increased effective buffs from your ancestor totems. Grant while active, buffs from active ancestor totems linger. Oh, that's fine. Maximum 1 buff from an active ancestor totem at a time. That's fine, I only want one anyways. Okay, Dawnstrider. Cool, that brings us up to almost 900,000. That's a good start. Don't meet the intelligence requirements? Oh god, I'm too stupid. What am I too stupid for? Am I too stupid to wear these shoes? No, I'm smart enough to wear the shoes. What am I not smart enough for? Why am I stupid? Concentrated effect. Okay, so I'm too stupid to look at a particular spot on the ground and hit it really hard. 891, 842. That takes a lot of. It takes a hit, but like, Bonk effect is really good. It's my most damaging support gem. I don't want to get rid of it. Where did I get my... Where have I been getting my int from? Probably from All's Up. That's giving me 19 int. That's not very much. Okay, Abyss is giving me 20. God, why do I have to be so stupid? And by me, I mean my character. My character's really stupid. He only has 100 intelligence. It's not the same thing as IQ. That's like half an average person. Where I'm gonna assume that I'll have 21 attributes there. Doesn't actually help me though, because I'm still having a problem. I gave myself a bunch of decks via this. I could try to pick up decks elsewhere. No, there's less int. I would be better to try to pick up the int instead. Wait, hold on. Increased attributes? No, it's only 5 int. That's not enough. Yeah, I'm picking up decks there. That's fine. Need to find int. I can be slow. I can be slow and I can be stupid, but I can't be very slow and very stupid. I have to do a bit better than that. And again, I'm not calling myself stupid. It's just funny to think of being like, man, I'm too stupid for these pants. Like, for example... this robe right here, I'm too stupid to put a robe on, this particular robe. I'll, like, get my head stuck in the arm and never get it out. This piece of armor, I'm better at this one. But I'm still just slightly too stupid to manage to figure out how to put this one on as well. And this one too. And this one. And this one. Actually, I'm too stupid for most of these, in fact. Damn my lack of intelligence. Okay, here, I'll pick... Well... I'm gonna stop trying to do this the stupid way and actually just do it the smart way. Okay, that's 40 int right there. That is more than enough. Now I can remove... I had, like, +2 int on here just to make it easy for me, but I'm gonna remove that now because I don't need it. Now that's more realistic. I'll just have a int fire lightning ring. And an fire chaos ring. Yes, I don't know. Actually, I should see if opal rings are actually the ideal, because I could pick a diamond ring. Diamond rings are 38 right now. Relatively. Actually, no, that's not that won't make sense. Even if I try to do that math, that's not going to work. See, the thing is, I'm too stupid for smart gloves and smart boots. Because if I try to do that, okay, I'll talk in real terms. If I pick to get int on my boots or gloves, the way that I would have to do that is either I craft it on, or I pick a base that naturally has int on it, which means that I'd be taking an armor energy shield base. And that would mean that my armor would dramatically be reduced, and the energy shield is useless to me. So, that's not really what I'm looking for. I'm just going to try to make my rings work instead. I think my rings will be a better choice for that. How much do I need? Okay, so I need 38% elemental damage for the diamond ring to be as good as the opal ring. I think. Well, let's set to 30, because, well, 30 is more realistic to what I might actually get. And then I will add either crit, 30,000, or elemental, 1,400. Yeah, it's not going to be much better to pick. I don't think. It's okay, you don't have to apologize. You are right, though. I mean, I can make boots that make me smarter. It's true. That is a possibility. I find it's a lot easier to just do on rings, though, so I'm probably going to do it on a ring instead. I mean, ultimately, the resistances that you see on all of these things are just placeholders anyways. They're just me trying to pick a slot where, like, yeah, I can probably fit that there, is what my brain is saying. Is basically all that I'm trying to do. Because I need to make sure I have enough modifier slots to cover all my resistances. Then that means that generally that will translate into the items that I actually pick up. I will be able to reasonably get some combination of what I need on. I think I probably... a lot of different types of rings. I don't like picking opal rings or vermilion rings or steel rings generally, because they're all base level 80, and they're more expensive to get usually, and they're harder to get usually. They tend to be a mess to get, I find. Especially when you want the right stuff on it. Like, getting an opal ring with elemental damage with attacks on it, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be expensive. Let me see. I'm gonna look right now up on the trade site. Let's look for an opal ring. You won't be able to see it, unfortunately. But opal ring... I almost said an omelet ring. An omelet ring with omelet damage with attacks. Nope. I want a non-unique. Okay, a non-unique omelet. Nope, that is a pseudo. That is wrong. I want a non-pseudo. Okay, they start at 35C. 50C. Hey, here's one for 50C. That's a 37% one. 60C, 26%. I mean, not awful, actually. The problem is that when you want to have that and resistances, that starts to get dicier. I guess if it's just you want to have an open prefix so you can craft it on, that's one thing, but it's a little bit harder when you're trying to get it on natively. Actually, that being said, I'm going to take it off. This one doesn't have any crafted mods on it, so I'm going to look at the crafted mods here. Fire is 22,000. Physical is 1,000. So damage with attacks is 21,000, right? That puts it at negative 4,000. That's fair. Add a modifier here. Let's try just straight up fire with attacks. Technically, that's worse. Hello, Inquisitor Alice. Welcome to the stream. We are just build crafting our new builds for the next league. We are going to be league starting, or not league starting it, but like we are going to be creating a new character fairly soon. Once I kind of like hit a dead end here on the build crafting, and we are going to start playing the character basically, because we are going to make a character to do this in the new league, or in this current league. A character in this league as a simulation for next league. My gosh. Good thing I'm so good with words. Well, I don't know, is the answer. I like the concept of snaking, because snaking allows you to have a fissure that chases things down and hits them. That's fun. Snaking no longer has projectiles, which means that if you wanted to do a build, let's say, with Nimmies, then you won't be having your projectiles bouncing back to you, because there won't be projectiles. So, I guess this would be more, do you want a hybrid slam projectile build, or a pure slam AoE build? I think that's the major difference there. Because the Volcanic Fissure of Snaking erupts 3 additional times, versus the basic one, which not. Here, I'll try to put them side by side if I can. If I were to swap to the normal... Oh, the normal Volcanic Fissure is actually better for me, apparently. No. But yeah, there's actually a pretty notable difference between the two of them. Yeah, it's an extra 100,000 better. I like the snaking. The thing about the snaking is that you get 50% more AoE versus the normal one, where, yeah, you do get to get 7 projectiles, but they also have less damage multi on them. The basic one has a bit more attack speed, and the same thing with attack damage and effectiveness of added damage. I think the difference mainly is going to be that the first one you can output, the basic one you can output more damage initially, and the snaking one will clear way faster, is what I'm thinking. Ultimately, this all is going to be me testing the build, and we will see what happens, because I don't really know how this is all going to work out in the end. So, I wanna actually see firsthand. That's fair. So the way that this build works, just as like a quick recap, seeing as I did actually start this a while ago, I am using a Apex Cleaver here, which has a plus, its implicit is plus 40 to max quality. So that is up to 60% quality, if I understand correctly. Yeah, no worries, Ox. Have a great day, sleep well. So I have a 60% quality axe here. Now, with the changes to quality being multiplicative instead of additive, we are going to start seeing a lot more physical or see a lot more damage in general on our weapons. And because of that, I went for the one thing that adds a bunch of extra quality. Yeah, see, the thing is, I don't think it's going to get changed. The reason why? Because people don't think about the experimental weapon bases. The Apex Cleaver, assuming I'm like completely off on this, is one of the experimental weapon bases, which is only available from Heist. So most people forget they exist. It's also fairly easy to get a rare one, just like a rare high item level one, craft it yourself too, because you just have to go to just like run a few Grand Heist wings, and eventually you will see some experimental bases. And I'm sure we can buy some too, but yeah. This probably will ultimately require crafting one, because I figure that someone else is going to notice the fact that having more quality means that having more quality is good. Because as far as I know, this is the only base in the game that allows you to have extra quality on it. So it's interesting. I'm playing with it. As you might notice in the implicit here, I have more physical damage with attacks as a simulation to try to simulate what the actual damage of the weapon would be. I've also removed quality on the weapon, like the current quality, so the current quality system is not in effect. So hopefully this is kind of going to be somewhat accurate. We'll see when the full patch notes come out and then Path of Building is updated to match that. But for now, that's kind of the idea. Then I have a fairly basic melee build. I have Dawn Striders for Ancestor Totems, All's Uprising for one of my auras, Fourth Vow for Chaos being protected by armor, Abyssus for more melee crit, lots of stuff for elemental damage. We have Forbidden Flesh and Flame to go from being Chieftain to add the Undeniable from Juggernaut for just more accuracy rating. And then Chieftain with Slam stuff, Totem regen stuff, Bodhi stuff. Honestly, like, this is... I don't think this build is, like, going to be incredibly special by comparison to most other people's builds. It does feel a bit like a generic melee build in general, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm currently pretty happy with it. I'm liking the way that things are going. And one of the cool things that I don't know if I actually announced this yet, so I should probably like tell people about it. For the weapon, it's going to be harder to get a good experimental axe, I imagine, during this league, because of the fact that people are going to know that the quality's better, and the streamers out there aren't stupid. The big ones are going to notice this thing. But the good thing is that while some of this stuff, while it would benefit from having all this stuff linked up, I only really need a 2-link and a 4-link. I don't need a 6-link here. So this build will function just fine on 4, or on 3 and 3, for example. So I kind of designed that to make it a bit easier to create it, because realistically, you're probably going to be crafting your actual axe you want if you're going to go this route. So, yeah. Oh, this is... Let's see how much better are the unique items if I just pick one up. Oh my gosh, actually they're not. Wow, at Ziri's disfavor, one of the most powerful axes is actually worse. That's crazy. Primacy? Yeah. Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that that this was going to outperform them. And like, I picked picked 3 tier 3 modifiers here. Is what I picked for this axe, and then I have a crafted mod. Like, I tried to make this as obtainable as possible. So, this theoretically should be a good and reasonable thing to acquire, is what I'm thinking. So, we'll see. In the meantime, trying to see if I can add something else to this to buff up the power, because like I can have more damage if I just like turn on my buffs, like, oh, both my blasts are active and my blood rage probably isn't. My berserk is on, then I'm at 1.5 million, which is nice, and that is a good start. That's not a red map build, but that's a yellow map build at least, and that's a good start. What else did I... Okay, yeah, there. I don't like having my flasks on, because anything that is not at least 80% uptime when you're in a boss fight is not enough for me, I find. I want at least 80, maybe 90% uptime for me to just, like, check off, yep, that's always on. Otherwise, I don't pick it, because I just don't think that's reasonable. The cluster drill might be a little bit annoying. Not sure about that one. Wait, no, actually, the cluster drill is going to be easy, because all you need is an 8 passive, increased damage with two-handed weapons, or increased damage with axes and swords, either of which work. And you need to roll with a single resonator and serrated scarabs for attack, for more attack, less casting. And you are likely to get this very quickly. Because I actually have rolled a bunch of melee clusters before, like crafting for money, and that is reasonable, I find. So I'm probably going to include in the notes here when I put the build up about how to craft that, because I really want to make this reasonable as far as builds go. I want my builds to be reasonable for the average player to play. I'm not trying to make builds that are like, oh, I'm 2 weeks into the league and I have 10 divine to drop on just a random build. Like, no. We exist. People like that exist, and I'm certainly one of them. But most people aren't, and I want most people to be able to enjoy the build. Because having to spend thousands of hours in a game before you can enjoy it is a bit eh. And PoE can be like that sometimes. Thankfully, I've incidentally spent a bunch of hours in it, so I'm good. Okay, I do want to search node power. So, full DPS only. Because I want to see if I'm missing anything right now. So, for anyone who hasn't used this before, the way that the node power works is basically it will go and look at every node nearby where you are, and it will be a deepening amount of red based on how powerful it would be for you. So, this node, for example, it would be 20,000 damage per point if I went and selected this node. So if I have 3 points that are less than 20,000 damage a point, I can remove those and add that. Is basically how it works. That would be 11,000 a point. Wow, 20,000 a point is actually really good. Do I have any? I must have something less than 20,000 a point. That's 34,000 a point. 20,000 a point. I need that for my rage. That is 50,000 a point. That's way more. That's 32,000 a point. Yeah, I have refined this fairly well, I think. That's 28,000 a point, and 27,000 a point. So actually, 20,000 is not enough. I need to be seeing at least 25. I need to be seeing at least 30,000. That's 18,000, 19,000 a point. For reference, for if you don't know what I'm looking at, if you look at the bottom beside full DPS, there's like a little percentage of how much of your damage that is. Then to the right of that, there is the amount of damage per point that you get. And generally, the way that I do, when I do builds, when I create them, I look at how much damage per point you're getting, and if I find a better per point system, then I pick that one up instead. Just if you haven't done that before, that is how I do it. Hey Z4! Nice to see you. I missed your stream earlier, sorry about that. I wanted to come, and then I got distracted by playing a game. I'm a bad VTuber. That's a 60,000 DPS. That's 60,000 DPS node. That's fair. I hope you had a good nap. Yeah, I'm not really seeing many other good options. I think I need to start increasing my damage some other way. I'm not really sure what I'm going to for that, because that's... I'm not, like... I feel like I've refined this a fair bit now, which concerns me. Because if I've refined this a fair bit, then what's left? Okay, let's see. Look here. So the I'm gonna just remove the Forbidden Flesh and Flames for a second. Or no, I'm gonna move them to a different spot, just like for the sake of math, basically. So this is roughly 21,000 out the... I need to put something in the jewel clusters is the thing. Do I have something pseudo I can put in? Maybe? I don't want to use Forbidden Flesh and Flames because they're like really, really strong, and you can only have 2 of them, so it's not like I can duplicate that. That's okay, Inquisitor Alex. Like, Alice. Sorry. See, the thing about this game is this game is not an easy game. It is ridiculously hard sometimes. And build crafting in this game is incredibly badly explained. There is a reason why we have to use a completely separate system so that we can even do the build crafting, and it takes a lot to learn it. And to do a lot of the build crafting that you see me doing right now, a lot of this is... I just have memorized entire chunks of the wiki to do this. That's how I get to put things together. It's just pure memorization and pure wandering into things that happen to work and then repeating those in other builds. So, if you're bad at making builds, that's okay. You're going to be bad at making builds for a while, I'm sorry to say that. Because I was bad at making builds for, like, the first couple thousand hours in this game. But if you just keep at it, you will get a lot better, and it is such a cool and fun thing to do. I love it. Yeah, exactly. This game is just... You get better at build crafting the more that you play different builds, because then you start to, like, memorize what the items are when you're like, oh, I need to get this item, and like, fuck, this is expensive, and then you, like, take time to save up for that item, and you remember that item, because that item was an important part of your build, and you're like, hey, now I'm building a build where that item is relevant. I remember that item, and I remember how valuable it was, and I remember how much time I spent on it. And just those types of formative experiences are so valuable. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Does it just create too many projectiles or something? Yeah, dividing the game into chunks definitely would help. The game is not very... Yeah, dividing into chunks would help. A lot of the time when you're seeing me do what I'm doing currently, I have, like, memorized what goes where. Like, I know that I'm picking Crimson Jewels specifically, or I'm picking the non-Abyss Jewels, because I know that you get a lot more flat percent damage through these, versus the Abyss Jewels, which you tend to get a lot more, you get a lot more percent damage through these versus the Abyss Jewels, where there's a lot more flat damage. Oh, Siege Ballista. I've always had trouble with Ballista builds, I'll be honest. Like, I just find them to be a bit weird to try to get them to... Okay, this is just, like, I'm just making a temporary jewel that is vaguely right. That's probably a very expensive jewel, but I don't care, because I'm not actually making it. I'm just going to use that as a placeholder inside my cluster, quickly. Oh, deck stacking is expensive, too, so... It would be hard to get good gear. But yeah, yeah. If it fires fast enough, it could be a problem. Okay. What do you mean you're not patho building savvy, Pyro? You helped me fix a lot of builds. Okay, so this is 32,000 DPS per, roughly. Actually, I'll take out one. 28,000 DPS per point here. I'm trying to decide if I should remove any of the other shit I have in my tree and just do cluster instead. That might be better. Like, I could take out this. That's 35,000 a point. Nope. This is 29,000 a point. Nope. One's 28,000 a point. Nope. I can't actually remove very many of these. All. 50,000 a point. Yeah, I can't actually add another cluster. I don't think I can at all. No, that's 25,000. Or 24,000, but this requires 9 points, and that is only 6 points. I would need more points from somewhere else. I think. Maybe. No, it might work still. I don't know. Just gonna try dumping a cluster down there and see what happens. Critic cluster. Make that go away. Okay, you need to stop sorting because otherwise you're gonna take all of my brain width. Okay, Go there. Go there. And you go away. You go away. You go away. And you go away. Okay, so just removing that, we're sitting at exactly level 100. In 2 years to have a build that could clear T15 maps in under 15 minutes, and only recently I've branched out to builds. Fix, yes, but I still don't know how to configure it right for any builds I make, then I try. Aw. It is hard. Yeah. 3-level deck stack is actually not too bad, surprisingly, if you play Inquisitor. I've never thought of playing a non-dex build with deck stacking. Not as good as gear as the guide, but aside from lag, it's pretty good. Okay, that's cool. I've never thought of using a, like when I think of using deck stacking, I'm like, oh, you're definitely a ranger, right? Or you're at least a shadow or a duelist. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, Hierophant totems are probably way more tanky than trying to go through, like, just Ballista totem stuff over with the Ranger. Yeah. Wait, what? Get 80% more, that would mean that you have 16 Ballista totems. The most I generally have when I have totems is like 6. Hold on. Alright. You have like 2,000 decks then? Are you saying you have like 2,000 decks? Yeah, I remember the Iron Commander now. How much decks do you have? Very, very curious now. Also, I'm at 870,000. Cut that right there. And chop that. And I'm going to grab Fury. I guess Martial Prowess. And then I get 1 jewel socket and I'm out. That's not enough damage. Not enough space. Now, I don't think I can add another. I think I can just add another cluster there. You have over 2,000 decks. Oh my god. I guess that makes sense. It's pretty good. Oh, I imagine there's like a whole lot of like corrupt dex implicits too. That would be pretty fun. I have never actually made an attribute stacking build before, ever. I should try it, because it does seem kind of fun. Anyways, back to what Brain do. Move that over there just because it looks weirder, but it's better to have access to these 3 nodes than it is. Oh my gosh, that is a lot. Yeah, I guess you could do, like... I guess you could do suffix dex, and then suffix dex strength, and then suffix all attributes, I guess. Poisoned prism. Or not poisoned. Poised prism. What am I missing? Oh. Oh! Oh! Okay. I'm like so out of the knowledge range that I need to be to do to do bow builds. Like I I really start to struggle again when I try to do anything bow related, and I still struggle to some extent with melee too, because most of my experience is mines and minions and totems. Not specifically ballista totems, like spell totems. Grasping with 1% speed per 25 dex, that is pretty good. I know you can also do percent damage as dex, I think on like their helmet or something. That exists. Necropolis grasping males are ultra hard to craft, but they seem actually insane. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The Necropolis crafting in general is pretty something. I don't know what to call it. It's crazy to me how Necropolis crafting works. Wow, that is really good. The Poised Prism, Fractal Thoughts, and Iron Commander is apparently ridiculous. Okay. I think I can see in my mind how you would make that build. So is that just for... Is that just for Shrapnel Ballista? Or Siege Ballista? Okay, and then you could... Oh, so you could Strength stack, too, for Shrapnel Ballista. It'd be fun to try Strength stacking. I feel like I'd be better with Strength stacking just because I'm more familiar. I could do like a Replica Iron Commander Juggernaut with Poised Prism like you were showing. And Fractal Thoughts and so on. I can throw that over there. This is my I want to do something with it or I use it regularly thing. Like this, it's Ares Judgment. I don't fucking know what this does. But I want to try it. Oh, that's the Balance of Terror I want to get into. That's for different thing. Balance of Terror looks like it'd be really powerful if you have it set up right, but I don't really have it set up right. Or I don't have, like... I don't have it set up, this build set up with a curse, so... Well, as soon as you say that it's better for melee or with a wand, that makes me want to do it ranged. I don't mean to be this, like... obstinate when it's like, oh, this thing works great. I'm like, great, and then I walk directly the other direction. Yeah, Alberons. Look at active gems for a second. So I already have Berserk. I already have that. The vault stuff isn't phase run. Randomly fitting Smite into the build is probably not going to be reasonable. Well, I mean, if I have an extra gem slot, I could put Vol Smite in the build and just, like, whack something every once in a while with it. That wouldn't be so bad. Yeah, actually, that's, like, a lot of extra damage. So it's like there's like that's like a full 8% extra damage if I just add Vol Smite somewhere. Yeah, Brutus's Lead Sprinkler was actually what this build was intended to have before I was like... I was walking the dog today and I'm like... Experiment to weapon base. Increased quality! I can use that! And that was that. Weird thought. So, the Harvest Essence might actually go down in value this league. And the reason why I say that is people regularly spend 5,000 Essence of one type or another per weapon to add, like, increased AoE or increased elemental damage or whatever the fuck to their weapons. But now that we're going to see a lot of builds that focus on their weapon quality, that might change. Yeah, that's true. I mean, full Iron Point AoE for, what is that thing called? Blade Vortex. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think we're kind of coming to a standstill here. Which is making me feel like we should go into game and try working on the build there now. I think it's time to do that. So, that being said, what we are going to do now is we are going to go on quick break. Thank you, Inquisitor Alice, for following. I appreciate it. Welcome to the community. Hope to see you around in general. Okay, so we are going to go on a quick break, though. And you can get some water and stuff. Make sure to stretch and stuff. It's good. It's healthy for you. Pet a dog or cat if you have one. I'm going to go pet the pug and tell her that I love her and that I have not abandoned her just because the door is closed. I'll be back in a moment. Okay. I have been reading what you were saying while we were on break. So, with the Simulacrum, yes, they're chopping off the first 15 waves, but they also weren't incredibly rewarding, and they're just going to shift the loot to the later waves. The idea is just to reduce the time investment while not reducing the actual loot you get. So, honestly, yeah, no. See, the thing with the GGG is they have had issues in the past, but I have to say, in recent times, they've really started to make some good, solid decisions and really focus on the player base and actually playing the game themselves, too, it looks like. Because some of these changes are, like, mysteriously good for just listening to the player base. So, yeah. So, generally, I feel like if they remove loot somewhere, they will put it somewhere else. They try not to cause too many issues because they don't want to disincentivize one type of gameplay or another, because that affects the economy as a whole. Simulacrums have been not as valuable the past league or two, so it'll be nice that they'll be a lot more valuable now because you'll be able to get through them quicker. I mean, if you farm simulacrums, you will literally be able to farm twice as fast. So, that is pretty nice. Also, hi. So, I am on the old character. I will swap to making a new character in a second, so we can check out the Volcanic Fissure build. We can start creating a character and testing it and seeing how it runs. I just wanted to show you something really quickly. So, we've been using Pyroclast mines, as usual. And, well, I don't think it's necessarily good to use what I'm going to use. Yeah, actually, I have a really nice mine build. If you type !build, you can see what it is. I really, really like the build, and it's basically demolished every bit of content I've put in front of it. That's been nice. So this is not as powerful, but Purifying Flames of Revelation. I don't know, something about this makes me happy. There's lots of colors, and explosions, and shockwaves, and just makes me happy. Anyways, I've just been playing with that, so I wanted to show that off. I've been playing with a few different things, trying out, like, different mines and, like, what they look like. But, yeah. Is the trans mines better than cis mines? No. Trans is not better than cis, it's just different. But, to answer the question, transfigured pyroclast mines of sabotage do fit better for what I am trying to do in this build than the basic pyroclast mines. They are not a straight-up upgrade, they just work differently. Basically, the division between Pyroclast mines and Pyroclast mines of sabotage is this. Pyroclast mines, the basic ones, focus heavily on added damage and the scaling of their damage. For example, this right here says 69 of 103 damage here. That is what you usually would scale with the basic Pyroclast mines. Then, if you see at the bottom, each mine adds X fire damage to hits against enemies up to a maximum of X. The Pyroclast mines of sabotage are heavily weighted towards the each mine adds over the deals blank to blank. So basically, it's whether you want to scale mine aura effect, which is the each mine adds, that's what the mine aura effect is, or if you want to scale flat damage instead. So, is one better than the other? No. Are they different, and each for their own thing? Yes. And I know you just wanted to make a joke, and that was good. But I did want to give like an actual serious answer for those who, I don't know, were thinking about it, like, hey, is there actually a difference between the two? Wait, what just happened? Did I give wrong amount? Oh. I gave the wrong thing. Well, I'll put that away later. Okay. So we're going to put this aside because we are going to actually open up new character. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, yes. In my current build, Sabotage is better than the basic ones because I am scaling more aura effect. I have a lot of aura effect being scaled for that build. So that is what's giving it a big just punch to it in general. Give me my shitty attack skill, please. I've never actually thought of using the Pyroglass Mines of Sabotage as a support skill. That's interesting. I could actually, like, do this the smart way and fight him more intelligently and, like, dodge him and all that shit. But, like, also I could just hit him until he dies. That is the other option. So. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I can use my foil Wanderlust. Oh, that's nice. See my tabula. 3 replica blood play. Oh no. I am sorry that it just decided to absolutely shit on you. Here, I can have my foil Darkness and Throne too. Do I have Red Beak? I have Red Beak. I only have 1 Red Beak though. Fortunate, but whatever. Oh, shield? I probably have a shield I can use. Crest of Parandus, I can't use yet, but I'll put it over there. Okay, I have gloves, I have a shield, I should have a bunch of carnages. Right? Do I not have carnage? Hello? Confused. I thought I would have... Okay, well I have 1 carnage. Would have thought I would have more, but... I guess that's just a thing. Running through High Straps is fun. It's level 20. Come on, I have something better than lower level than that. Come on. I'll use Ignomon. Okay, I definitely have a Lehep. Hep. 24. I'll be able to use the barracks pretty soon. Okay, so I can use Respite and I guess Ass too. 20, 24. Sorry for taking a while. Once I have my crap together here, I will be able to move a lot faster, so it will ultimately be worth it in the long run. Let's spend a moment here. Okay, I don't have any offhand shit I can use. I did. Most things I have are... Heavy, I mean two-handed. I don't know why I said heavy. Dagger sword. Speaking of replica blood play, I'll use a replica blood play. How about that? Oh god, what should I level with? I haven't even thought about that. Smite! My favorite! Spectral throw, perforate, smite, smit. I shall smit. Wait, I need portals. Hiram, my boy, are you there? Are you there, and do you have a moment to pass me waypoints? Okay. If you do not, that is fine. I understand. But I figure I might as well ask, seeing as it would speed things up. Go Crush, Molten Strike, Grand Slam. No, the true... I have a friend who is a little bit farther in... Yeah, I guess that is the League Start experience. Just, I have a friend who's a little bit farther. I need, the shoreline area first. Thank you. Oh my gosh, a Volcanic Fissure of Snaking! Thank you. That's great. Reminder though, I do need to click the... I do need to click the fossil thingies. That's fair. Ammonite. Ow. 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 Okay, stop that. Will I be restreaming PoE 3.25 stream when it's happening? I have never considered doing that, actually. I guess because my brain's always been like, why would you watch me when you can just watch the actual stream? But I guess, like, you can hear my commentary, like, I can have opinions. I mean, yeah, I'll consider it if there's interest. That's fair. Yeah, and it's a lot harder to talk at the actual stream since their chat is going like 5,000 miles a minute. I went the wrong way. Uh-oh. I got stuck. I'm a bit too low level to be here, unfortunately, but... Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have skipped here when I'm level 3. Pyro, help! Or I could, you know, level. That is the other option. Oh, okay, thank you. Because, like, if you're busy, you can go do other shit, but I... Oh. Oh, okay, you just see one over there, okay. It should be over here. Ah, that corrupting cry is sexy. Guess that is right, okay. Not that way, though. Nope, this is the wrong way. Darn it. I always forget how much I hate the start of this when you can't do anything. I'm just like, my character is just a dude with a stick at this point. What is this? Huh. I'm laughing at the thought of expecting someone to moan and they do a PoE shout. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you go on Pornhub and you make the... I don't advise doing this. I don't endorse finding porn or anything like that, as I am a Twitch streamer and can't say anything. If someone were to do something strange, you could find the most generic porn video on Pornhub, and just every time there's a moan, you just overdub it with the war cry sound effect. Just like those memes where, like, they... where they crop out, like, a dick, and they just add, like, ah, this person's eating a carrot! Or, like, this person's excited to see a pie! Yeah. They're like, oh, daddy, fuck me, and then it's just like, whoa! Okay, and this is... What? What are you... Oh. You're going back for the All Flame, aren't you? I am going to kill a few random things just to give myself, like, a tiny, tiny bit of XP. And then I will teleport to you as soon as you get into the instance. To, like, make better use of time. Awesome, thank you. Oh. I swear, I'm so bad at navigating this place. Yay, level 7. God, I'm so used to having a fucking mage blood that I'm just like, how do I do anything? How do I fight? It is, and I don't know how to do it. If it's an art, I can't identify the primary colors. Yeah, like, some people are just ridiculous in how they can do things. It is astounding how amazing some people are at this game, like, just leveling up quickly. I was just trying to come up with an example of what would be an example of someone who has no idea, who's like not an artist. Like, what's the opposite of an artist? Someone who can't even identify primary colors. I don't know. Seems fitting. Sure. But it matters. Sure, added flame. Sure, skill point. Ancestral Protector. And Steel Skin. And... a Flam. That. Way. You over there, I guess. I don't know. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate the help. You're making this so much easier. Because, I mean, I know no one wants to see this. Well, I guess, like, we are hanging out, and that's fun. I guess it's not really about the content. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I made a mistake, I made a mistake, I made a mistake! I just, like, wander the wrong direction, instantly dead! Yeah, I agreed, C4. And yeah, Alice, I can appreciate that. Like, there's nothing wrong with the axe, I just don't like them. This is the wrong way. Wait, I can get more movement speed. More movement speed! This is love's true face! Totally haven't done this before. That's fair. It is sad when, like, you like to play with a game with someone and they're like, I'm not really into it anymore, and you're still, like, just as into it as, like, the first day. And it's just like, but I still like it. That is a lot, and all reasonable. Yeah, everyone likes different parts of the campaign. The part of the campaign I like is the one you leave it. And that's just because that's just who I am, because what I want from the campaign is to be able to play my build. And I can't play my build until I'm not in the campaign. Man, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back to the stream. Wait, what are we... Where are we going? I guess we can kill him. Is this a skill point? I don't fucking remember what's going on. Pyro, I have a weird request for you. Would you be able to type, exclamation mark build in chat, Pyro? You specifically. There is a reason. Thank you! There is an achievement for having 5 people talk in chat at the same time, and there's 4 of you. And now there's 5. And that unlocks VIP status. So I can VIP people. If assuming that the achievement goes through. You just need to have 5 people talking at once. I'm trying to get the, I've been trying to get that for a long-ass time. And I might actually get it now. Awesome. I don't know if I've gotten the achievement. Like, I'm hoping I have. But... Well, actually, no. I mean, there's 5 of you talking, right? I think? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I spoke in chat too. If that doesn't count, I don't know what does. That's gotta be it. Well, thank you. Because like, I've had like a number of people talk in chat before, but never 5 consecutively. Burn the stream sniper! Quickly! Before she lays eggs! No, I'm just... My brain is on spiders because I'm surrounded by spiders and I hate it. I don't like this place. Thank you for killing things with fire, Pyro. I appreciate it. Not the Spooter. It's Spooter Man! He's here for revenge! I didn't mean to kill Aunt May, I swear. She jumped in front of my car. And also behind it when I ran her over. And jumped in front of it again when I ran back over her. Let's leave, Sam. Good. Aramir, you don't have a thing for me. I thought you would have a skill point for me. Oh, close combat. I want physical damage support. Oh. I don't believe you, Alice. I think you absolutely meant to do him. Oh, I'm glad, Ann. That's awesome. Yeah, that's my question, too. What build? For some reason, my brain went to Winged Scarabs. I don't know why. It's just like, Scarabing the campaign, but that doesn't make any sense. That's stunned. Eventually, my leaf lamp is going to be amazing. Galvanic Arrow Raider. Ooh, fun. I've done Galvanic Arrow to level ranges before. Are we heading to Creighton? I assume so. For some reason, my brain is saying that it's this way. I'm gonna follow this for a second. Yep, I found it. I'm dropping a portal if you want to go back to town and come here. Or you can block, yeah. Honestly, it's not that far. Have you tried Galvanic Arrow after it got reworked, like a few leagues ago? Because when they changed it up entirely, it became kind of cool in my opinion. I really liked it. Okay, none of these are the ones I'm looking for. No, I mean, if Alice has tried it since then. No! No, don't tell me that was 5 years ago! No! No, I don't want to be that old! Oh. God damn it. It's not really 5 years ago, right? Oh, they've depreciated Metamorph! No! No! That's half a decade ago! Ugh. Oh. 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 Been a long time, I guess. Oh no, that's the door in. I'm like walking towards, nope. Walking towards the wrong fucking door. Nope, not that one. Yeah, I think you're going the right way. I say that like you can hear me in real time. I don't know how real time this actually even is. Though I don't think I have much of a delay. Like, I don't have a base delay set, I don't think. You joined in Domination? Oh boy. Oh boy. I think Domination was before my time. I joined in Legion. Okay, no. I joined, like, 3 years before Legion, and then I didn't really... No. I joined 3 years before Legion, and I played the League a little bit right before Legion, and I met some people who showed me around Legion. So, the first time I started seriously playing this game was in Legion, we can say. Also, hey everyone who's here! I love the fact that there's so many people here. Thank you all so much for coming and joining me. I appreciate it so much. We're trying out making, we made a build today for Volcanic Fissure of Snaking, and we're trying it out. Or we're going to, once we have a build of any sort. What? This door cannot be opened at this time? Oh, hold on. Let me go talk to Aramir. Yeah, I realized that I was doing the stupids. Hey, thank you, Alice. Yeah, I was like, something's wrong here. I really look forward to trying this. Like the build is nowhere near done. I mean, we're sitting at 900,000 DPS, so very much not done. But that is enough to at least try it in like yellow maps or white maps or whatever. I don't know. I don't play builds under 2 million DPS anymore, so I don't actually know how much you need for different things. I just know that generally you want at least 3 million for like okay red mapping. That's fair. Okay. You have your taxes ready, everyone. We'll start by filling out line 300. Now, line 306 is the most important one. You have to make sure that you add all of your deductions in properly. Okay, no, we're done taxes. Oh no, blam. I'm gonna stay out of the way, because I actually can get one-shot by this shit. Did you just crash? You just went offline suddenly. I'm like, huh. Is he switching build again? That is very fitting. Yeah, that is very path to just like suddenly crash like that. Oh, can I use Volcanic Fissure of Snaking yet? Oh, I'm like about to reach the right level. Oh, that's an exile. That's absolutely not worth my time. I'm somewhat hippity-hoppity now. I hate running to the center of town enough that I will log in and out. Just to avoid doing it. Getting that stuff, okay. Fine. Oh, you placed a crematorium thing? Okay, coming. I swear, I have the worst sense of direction in this game sometimes. I'm just trying to kill enough that I can actually use the Volcanic Fissure. Because, like, I'm so close to being able to use it. One of the Transfigured Essence Drains looks amazing. Like, one just, like, has a crazy amount of leech to it. Oh yeah, I was gonna do that one too! I forgot about that. Vernal Cry! You're what I'm looking for. Here you can have the bracelet. Keys. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot, aren't I? Like, the vastly wrong. Well, I guess I'll just wander until I see something. Plus, we'll have two of us looking for the sewer. Okay. Can you make a portal and go back through it? Oh my god! I'm not unhappy. That's not me saying I'm unhappy with you or anything. It is just astounding. Like, we're doing Act 3 content. That's it. This is Act 3 content. It's not like we're doing some sort of, like, crazy... We're not doing anything crazy. Did you just crash again? Oh. Oh my god. I think something might be wrong with your client. That's not good. Oh gosh, that's a lot of things. Okay, I'm probably gonna get the sewer waypoint, and then I'm going to go back to somewhere I can actually level so that I can be more tanky for this. Because with the stability issues you're having, like, I imagine this, you probably want to call it quits at this point. Which is fair. Given me a great head start, so I'm certainly not in a position to complain. There we go. Okay, I'm level 11. I'm gonna get out of the level 26 zone. Maybe? Could be something about, like, any effects you have on your character? I don't know. Oh, no, I definitely need to go back. I'm not getting any XP anymore. Because I'm too many levels ahead now. I'm 15 levels ahead. So it's probably reduced to, like, 10%. I definitely need to go back somewhere. I'm gonna teleport over to the riverway. Don't know. That is a good question for Pyro. I scaled it. Okay, now I can finally do Volcanic Fissure. Oh, Volcanic Fissure of Snaking. Oh, you gave me a 20% quality one too. Thank you. Wait, why can't I use it? Oh, because it's a sword. Oh, the way. Ah! No! Oh, I was wondering why your DPS was so low. I was like, huh, that's odd. I was like, you would not have a build that is level 82 that is that low power. Honey, I need a lowish level weapon. Oh, Pillar of the Cage God. That is perfect. I can use another shiny thing. Oh. Oh, thank you. Do I have room for that? Yes, I do. Okay, awesome. Thank you. That is very appreciated. Appreciated? I am very appreciative. Some of those words were meant to be in that sentence. Get rid of some of this crap in my inventory really quick. Okay, those over. Yeah, downscaling could be a thing. Oh wait, what's our downscaling set to? Or what's our party option set to? Downscaling enabled, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure that, like, we were... Oh, that's cool looking. Watching that. Oh, that is a cool looking skill. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god! This is level 1! This is level 1 Volcanic Fissure of Snaking. That's so cool! And also super powerful. Why? Can I do this? Put it in a Dialas? Dialas. Oh, the chest plate. Put it in a... Okay, no. What I want to try, what I really want to try, is get a Crest of Desire and an Ashes of the Stars. That would be really cool. Because you would be able to have, like... I mean, a Crest of Desire should be able to add enough to give you 2 more eruptions. And then... Actually, between Crest of Desire and... your... and Ashes of the Stars, you might be able to get 3 more eruptions, bringing you to 6 additionals. So that would be, like, 8, I think? Oh, oops. I should have made a new version. That's fair. I've never actually used Dialas for anything. God, it just goes so far. It just goes and goes and go. Wait, hold on a second. Pyro, what are you using as your damaging skill? Oh, you're using Explosive Trap. Okay, that explains why some of the explosions are doing what they're doing. Okay. So some of those are not mine. A lot more of them than you would think are mine, though. Slowly getting some XP so I can move ahead in the campaign. Whoa, that's a lot. Maybe I should be looking at that more, like, more closely, because that sounds really good. Though, I will say, at least on my mine build, I've kind of become stuck into Victario's influence as just, like, my one and only chestplate I ever pick for mines. Because it's just so frickin' good. That is pretty good. Strange device. Oh, right, yeah, we already did that. I was like, why didn't the strange device drop anything? But you already did it, silly. I'm gonna really quickly try Pillar of the Cage God. This might be really fun. Okay, so I'm 15. Yay! Thank you so much. Can't do you have any barracks? Thank you so much, Pyro. My wonderful, wonderful, wonderful mod. I would give you in-game money, but I know you don't need it anymore since you're not playing anymore. I would give you out-of-game money, but I don't have any. Oh. My life would be a lot harder without having my wonderful mod. PBOD? Poison Blast of Death? Yeah, they are a pain to get through, so I really appreciate it. Oh, Pen Spread Dissipation, okay. That makes way more sense than whatever bullshit I said. Okay, so I'm level 15 now, so I'm gonna keep pushing. We are the best place to... What has a good... I think what has the best mob density? I feel like the Crossroads probably has good mob density. That is pretty crazy. I have heard good things about Penance Brand. Slam, wait, and reset? Oh, I guess I could do that, couldn't I? It does go pretty fucking far. I don't actually need to go too far away for it. It actually hit some stuff. I noticed my XP go up. Okay, something got hit. I don't know if this is like a winning strategy, but it is something. Oh, okay. Okay. Liking this. Oh, this is pretty fun. I'm gonna lie, this is pretty fun. That's fair. Wait, I think... Actually, I think Western Forest might have more things mob the waypoint. There's something. This is like fishing. T17 got flagged. I don't know why it gets flagged, but it constantly gets flagged. So every time there's a new variation of the word T17, I have to add it as an exception every single time. My assumption up until this point has been it has something to do with pedophiles. Like Teen 17. Which is a horrifying thought, but... I mean, what... Yeah, I'm just happy that... I am happy that Twitch is doing stuff for it, at least. But it is unfortunate that... It's always unfortunate when systems meant to catch assholes catch the people who are not assholes. It's just like when anti-piracy stuff, like, harms the people who don't pirate games, for example. Or anti-botting stuff harms people who don't bot. But anyways, once I have everything properly added to the permitted terms, I'll be fine, so... But yeah, every time I do, like, T17 something, it's like, are you sure? Are you sure this person isn't a pedophile? Like, yes, I am 100% sure. Someone try typing, like, a few of the map tiers and see. Because it tells me specifically what words it's unhappy with. So I will be able to tell you exactly what's going on. Ooh, ritual. Nope. It didn't respond to that. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't do this because you're a mod. That's really weird, though. It's not responding to T18, which I kind of expected it to respond to. Try 15, because I might have, added 16. It's not upset with that. Interesting. I know, I have everything. Okay, no, it's T17 specifically. That is so weird. This is surprisingly effective. Just, like, attacking near the waypoint and waiting for things to come to me. This is a dumb idea, and it worked great. Thank you, Pyro. Yeah, we're slowly adding variants of the word T17 or T17S or T17 apostrophe S or T17 apostrophe SS. You know, all the things that it does. It doesn't seem... It seems like it's okay with the hyphen. I don't know why. I was about to copy-paste it, and I'm like, wait, I can't do it either! Yeah, nothing got it. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you. Well, we know for sure now that we're caught up, I guess. Yeah, that is so weird, but, like, I had to add a ton of different variants of T17 up until this point. It has been a constant battle. Okay, I need a... I'm level 20. Okay, I must have... When can you get Call to Arms? I'm gonna guess 28. Call to Arms, base level is 24. Okay, let's get to 24 then. Okay, Sewers has some pretty good density, so I'll go through Sewers. But I love that it's just like, I'm gonna go into this room now. Oh god. I've already forgotten what I said that you're responding to, Alice. I guess I must be getting tired. But I'm really enjoying playing right now. I don't really want to just, like, stop playing. I could definitely go over. Oh, right, okay. Thank you! Thank you for your continued effort to try to suss out every possible weird word that Automod could hate. Thank you for coming on this journey. That's so weird that you haven't hit anything else. Like... I appreciate it. You have done more than enough to make my life easier today, and I very much appreciate it. Ah, stash! Is this the stash that I need? Or is this a different stash? I seriously doubt that. It has flagged... Okay, I have seen Automod flag Nightbot because I put T17 in the name of a stream. So no, you are not giving it a pass. Huh. Okay, thanks for checking that, C4, because that was actually, like, my next thing I wanted to do was check that. That's really interesting. It's so strange. It must be some sort of obscure term that is used in some sort of horrific community or something. That's the only thing I can assume from this, because, like, it must be pretty fucking important if they're gonna add, like, such an arbitrary sounding thing. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. It's weird that you can't find anything about it either. Okay, I must have missed one of the first statues, one of the first busts, because I'm coming up bust for busts. Yes! Yes, everything explode! Yeah! There it is. That's the last bust. I keep hitting Steel Skin expecting it to be my curse, because I'm used to my curse being right there. But T17 is a type of weed strain? Okay, that's Okay, it's... I can almost guarantee you that's not it. Because I have spent... I used to work at a cannabis dispensary. So, like, for a while. And I'm pretty familiar with the different types of weed, and I've never heard of that strain before. Nor can I imagine what would make that strain. Because usually, like different strains have the, have, like, some reference to the names of their parents in them. It was just T17 that got you that time. It wasn't the other thing. Cumulus. Is there any Cloud strains? I feel like Cloud 9 is probably a strain. I don't think I ever was in a situation where our dispensary was selling a strain, like a Cloud strain. Or Cloud named strain. I mean, it is on Twitch. But I swear we would have added T17 to the list already. Or maybe it's Space T17 that you just added. I don't know. This all just seems dumb and arbitrary to me. Okay, no, we're not listening to the Halloween. It's good, but I don't need random screams in my music. Please. Please and thank you. I do like the outer tone stuff. They have a lot of good music. There's just every once in a while there's like one random thing. It's like, this probably isn't really well fit for a stream. What? Hold on. You can't say the word thing? Are you fucking kidding me? The word thing? Come on. Come on, Twitch. Like, that is, like, a bit far. Like, it is just the term thing that got blocked. Absolutely nothing else. Specifically, space, thing, space. That is so fucking weird. Why? Like, it was blocked as a sex-based term, and I know how it could be used that way. That makes sense to me. But blocking that? Because of that? Like, blocking just a random word? Yeah, I just... It seems very overzealous, let's put it that way. I'd prefer if they would be a little bit less zealous and let us block our own shit. Though I guess they just made a massive blacklist and let us add things to our whitelist, so I guess that's not so bad. It's just so fucking weird. Okay, I'm betting that one's gonna get flagged. Definitely betting that one's gonna get flagged. There's no way it's not gonna get flagged. What? I don't fucking understand this. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know. That is just so weird. Yeah, it seems a bit high. What level am I now? I'm 24, so I can actually use Call to Arms now. You know what? Fuck it. I am going to buy a Call to Arms right now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know why it's being the way that it is. It's just it is very strange and overzealous. What do you mean by copyright for songs? Not sure how that would work exactly. I mean, it is really strict for songs, just in general. Yeah, I will assume they want to. Okay, they do not want to. Okay, so I have Cold Arms now. Oh, I guess they want the other one. Okay. Fair. Sometimes with the way people act confuses me. And there's probably a logical explanation for it. I just don't know what it is. Okay, Call to Arms. What happened to the... What happened to the Infernal Strike gem? Did I, like, chuck it in... Did I just, like, randomly chuck it into my stash or something? What's going on? An Enduring Cry? That's not what I'm looking for, though. Cry, Rallying Cry, Shield Crush, Static Strike, Vulnerability, War Banner. Oh, War Banner, actually, I need that. Okay, that's weird. I didn't pick it up or something. Or put it somewhere weird. Oh, I wanted to show y'all something, actually. I got another stack of baited expectations for fishing items. I want to see if this turns into anything, because each time we just get stuff from that league, we don't actually get, like, a real fishing item. Fishing item, please! Yes! My first fishing rod! I can use it to catch exotic fish! I don't know what that means. Yay, that's a new addition. The new addition of... Go away, Nimmies. You're not nearly as important to me as this fishing rod. Okay, I need to... I put you there. Put you there. I have to put you there. Now, I need to... Why do I have no... Why do I have no jeweler's orbs? What did I do to myself? Nope, that... Not the weapons vendor, the wand vendor. Oh. Infernal Cry, there you are. Need you. You also weren't the only thing I needed. Nation. Purity of Elements. Purity of Elements there. Can I get... How hard would that be? It's just... Okay, I'll just grab a few. Just because I want to actually have 4 sockets on all my shit, and that would help me a lot right now. Assuming they actually turn into the colors that I need. Oh, not that. Okay, they didn't really, but like, I mean, it's something. Bash. Infernal Cry. Infernal Cry there. Or no. I'll put Call to Arms there. Yeah, Herald of Ash. Purity of Fire. Or Purity of Elements. And Banner. No. Banner there. There. Get rid of that. Okay, and now I need my Leap Slam back. Damn it! Why do I have so much stuff going on? I need space for things. Bright Beak's probably pretty good. Ooh, that's a really heavy-hitting mace, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna take that instead. See if I can get, like, all red. Oh, that's pretty nice. There we go, all red. Okay. All the arms. Infernal Cry. Herald of Ash. Termination. And War Banner. Okay. All that shit's in the spot now. I don't like having increased XP, but it is only 2%. Welcome back, Alice. That's fire damage. That's fire damage for spells and attack. Yeah, I'll take that. 2%'s not. Put these away. I'm once again very grateful that y'all are just hanging out here. I appreciate it. Nice hanging out with y'all. one of the main reasons I became a streamer. 28. There it is. Sure, that's probably right. Worst comes to worst, they shorted me. I don't care. Oh, that is wrong. I'm glad one of us was counting it. I certainly wasn't. Okay, I have a lot of auras on me now. Okay. I think that's together now, where it should be. Okay, so I'm on the Diala quest right now. That means I need to go to the docks. And yeah, my mana pool is dying, it's true. Very unhappy with me, but I hope it understands that sometimes I have to make sacrifices, and sometimes it's the thing I'm sacrificing. I very rarely have a full mana pool, or even half a mana pool. Like in any build. Look, I have a perfectly reasonable explanation for the things I do wrong. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. Seriously though, where the fuck is the dock? I'm in the wrong zone? Shit. Hold on. Oh, you can't actually see that. Hold on. I'm just gonna show this really quickly. Just because that is my playtime in this game. And I still don't fucking know where anything is, apparently. Oh no. Okay, I know where the battlefront is. It's in Act 2. I'm kidding. I know it's here. Well, there's the Ribbon School. Ida. And I should be able to find the... Yeah. Didn't? Did not show the hours. Not you. Yeah, it's right here at the top. See where it says Playtime up here? 5,117.7 hours. That is... What? Oh god, that's the problem. It helps if I press the right button. Yes, so that is how much time I have in the game. And I still sometimes make questionable choices. It's okay, I found the docks. Kind of. Why am I here again? Oh yes, the talcum powder? That doesn't sound right. No, that's what you put on a baby. Talcum... galactic powder. Flash powder. I'm here for something powdery, I think. Maybe I'm just tired. And I'm going the wrong way, too. It's certainly not helping the situation. Okay, I don't actually need the purity of elements yet. Atomic sulfite, okay, not talcum powder. I can see where I went wrong. Oh, this is pretty fun already, though. I'm really liking the snaking. I should try the, like, Diala's Embrace or whatever it's called. I forget its name. No, it's... Probably Diala's Eye... I know its name, I just don't remember. I know, like, I know it has, like, these weird shoulder pads. Oh! Okay, well that explains where the talc came from. The Infernal kind of just got lost in that. Yeah, sure. Malefaction starts with an I. That makes sense. I was right. Ah! It's Doc Dude. It's Talc Man. Not Talc Man. Why do you make this so hard, Talc Man? Okay, where go? Oh. Found it! Yes! With no help from anyone! No, seriously, thank you. Oh shit, I didn't get the docks waypoint. There's a waypoint in the docks? Yeah, of course there's a fucking waypoint in the docks. It's right beside the Fairgrapes. I'm not doing it on purpose. I actually am like this. Oh boy. Maybe that means that it's that time. That, like, not on-y-liney part of time. Hold on, no, we need a proper baseline for this. Talcman does whatever a talc can. Powder a baby, make some blush, look out, it's Talcman. Is that in, like, ever so slightly referencing Spider Pig from the Simpsons movie? Because that's what's making me think of. I am thinking of Spider Pig. Much pig, much wow. Wait, OG Spider-Man song from which TV show? Was that from the 93 one? I love that one. Okay. We are going to... No! They're removing Piranda's Pact? Oh. What reason is there to live? No. I really like Piranda's Pact. It's really good. That makes me kind of feel like I should go buy a couple. Though I imagine a lot of people are thinking that exact same thing right now. Oh, the price of Piranda's corpses are going to go up a lot, I think. I need that. There we go. Wow, this is the easiest Gravicius has ever been for me. Holy shit, that was actually really fucking easy. I like that it paths down the stairs. Just like, it's so polite. Like, it's not just gonna go straight there. It's gonna, like, walk down the stairs and use the handrail and all that. I forget that it has other versions besides the Chaos Res one. Because the Chaos Res one is the only one I care about. I don't really know anything about the other version. Chaos Res one is awesome. Yeah, it has a bunch of different versions. I just completely forgot about them. Okay, I'm going to find... I'm gonna get to the Lunaris Temple. Level 1 waypoint. And then we're probably gonna call the stream there. Because... I think I'm starting to get a bit loopy. Based on the fact I was looking for the docks in the marketplace. So, I think it might be time for me to call it. Soon. Oh no. I also just died to fake Brutus, so that's not really a point in my direction now, is it? Oh, I can see what the confusion was. I gotta say, it's really nice to have one jewel to fix all of your shit. Oh god. Stay away from me, Brutus. It's really nice to have one jewel that fixes all your Chaos Res. Not all your Chaos Res, but like most of it. I mean, in my mine build, my Piranda's Pact is giving me 96% Chaos Res. Wait, is it this? That's fair. I know some people, Pyro, really like the Adorned. But I can also see where there might be a balance issue with it. Oh. Cyclone, Ice Crash, Earthquake, Central War Chief. What do I have? Oh, I must have Protector. I'll get War Chief thing. War Chief is better for me. Yes, I got Vol War Chief immediately. Oh, that's very, very lucky. Okay, I'm gonna take the Vol version, put it there. I'm gonna get a normal version there. I'm going to... Do we have automation yet? That's fair. It is... It is hard to watch, like, every single build be like, oh, yes, this is my mage blood, and be like, yeah, I wish I had one of those. Like, this league is the first time I've been able to use a mage blood. I was very, very, very excited. Where did my steel skin go? There's my steel skin. Cool. I have automation with steel skin now. And I'm gonna put automation there. I have 6 toggle skills on me right now. That is more than I usually would have. By a little bit. Oh, boy. Okay, how long have we been going for? Oh, we've been live for 4 hours. I didn't realize that. Wow. Yeah, I mean... I can't imagine someone actually going out and buying Divine. I mean, I guess some people might, but, like, there must be a market for it, but... I don't know. That's fair. Yeah, I do appreciate that if you, like, with sales, you can spend about $50 and get every relevant stash tab you will ever need, and you never need to spend any more money. But skill MTX is definitely a thing. I mean, on my Firestorm miner, here, I think I'm done leveling for now anyways, so I'm going to swap over and show you my Firestorm miner quickly. Where are you? Yes, this one. So I have the fancy Fireball, or a fancy Firestorm. Oh, right. This was built before automation was a thing. Can't automatically activate it. I need, Wait, no, I'm not gonna find automation there. Of course not. Didn't exist. Detonate mines. Auto. If I can take anything out of this build. I mean... I don't really need the phase run. You can go out of the build. Oh, and they both get quality. Cool. Let's try this again. So this is the Firestorm mines that I was using. This last league? I love this skull. This was absolutely a purchase that I am totally okay with. Buying MTX so you can see the ground better is a really funny concept to me. Oh, I love this build. I also wonder too. Okay, in all seriousness, though, I do actually need to end the stream before my brain explodes. I mean, I'm okay. It just I'm tired, so yeah. I've heard Forbidden Right is amazing. I've really appreciated all of you here tonight. Thank you all so much for coming. Just so you know, I stream Tuesday and Thursday, 2:30 p.m. PST, 5:30 p.m. EST. So I'll be streaming again in 2 days. Same time, same place. This VOD will be going up on Black Cat Streams on YouTube, and tomorrow I also will be putting up a highlight video on Black Cat Studio on YouTube. There'll be another VOD coming out on Friday, and another highlight video coming out on Friday as well. Yeah. I hope to see all of you back here soon. It was nice. And I'll try to level up the Volcanic Fissure build a little bit, so you have something to... Discord plug. Oh yeah, we do have a Discord server. Do we have... Okay, I genuinely don't know. Do we have a, exclamation... We don't have an... I should do that. We do have a Discord server. Yeah. So you can join that if you want updates on how things go. Announcements if there's any stream time changes, polls if you want to weigh in on anything, and just community chat if you want to talk to people. I also have the PoE game news routed into the Discord, so you don't actually have to sub to the main PoE Discord if you don't want to. You can just sub to my Discord and just check the PoE game news that way. That's actually what I do. I don't sub to the main PoE Discord because I have it there. Okay, anyways, thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate you all very much. Remember, hydrate, get up, stretch, call your parents, hug your dog. Have a good night. And I'll see you all again in the Atlas. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.